So before we jump into any of the code, what I want to do is just a really quick conversation on how stupid computers are and why that is super important to truly understand before you begin coding. Now, computers do what they're told. This is the fundamentals of computing. Now, if you want to get into AI and how computers learn and think and adapt, that's a whole nother field. But just talking about computer programming, game development, anything on that side where you are interacting with a computer, they're going to do what they're told. What that means is if we tell them to create a bug in our code to crash the game or to try to access some memory that doesn't actually exist and then the whole computer blows up, that's on us. The computer is not responsible for that. We're the ones who told it to. Every single time you've had a computer bug in an app you're using, you've had your app crash, something really frustrating like that, it's because the programmer told the computer to do something that it could not do successfully. It tried, but it failed. So, fundamentally, computers are completely obedient. They are going to do exactly what we tell them to do, which means if we tell them to do something wrong, they will still do it. Now, that's if it's possible. There are ways to create errors in your game that make it so your game won't even run. It won't even compile. These are called compile time errors. We'll get into those eventually. But essentially, if you do one of those errors, your game won't even start. It'll come up with a big warning and you will be able to fix it really easily. Those ones are pretty simple. It's the ones that are actually in the game, ones you've probably experienced playing where your game stutters, where your game gets glitchy, where it crashes, where you get stuck in a rock when you're not supposed to be able to, and it just completely ruins the experience for you. So those kind of bugs are runtime bugs, and we're going to encounter those a lot. Some of them are going to be ones that I do on purpose so that you can learn and we can debug them together. Some of them are going to be ones that you do following along and making a typo or something very small like that. Whatever the case is, though, fundamentally, we're the ones who told it to do that. So that means that any problem we have, we caused. But the good side to this is that we caused it, which means that we can and will fix it. So anytime you get an error, anytime you get a bug, your game crashes, it won't start, blah, 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 something just goes wrong. You are at fault, or maybe me for telling you the wrong thing. We are at fault, but that means that we also have the power to fix it. If we broke it, we can fix it. So think of it like a puzzle. There is a right way, sometimes many right ways of getting done what you want to do. But if you try to put that piece in the wrong way, it just won't work. And that's okay. We just need to know that, to see it doesn't work, and then try again. Try it with a different piece, with a different step, looking at it from a different perspective. So, computers are stupid. We cause the problems, but we can fix the problems. With that mindset in your head, get it in there, we are going to start coding, going to start super simple, just like 1 or 2 lines to see how it works. We'll talk about how GameMaker interprets events and how it runs code, but we're going to start doing it. Don't be too intimidated. It's going to be super simple in the beginning. We're not going to have any problems or errors right in the beginning, hopefully. And so you'll just get an experience for what coding is, and we'll just take it and build on these blocks from here, and you'll be making your own game in no time. So I'll see you there, and as always, keep making, keep learning, and I'll talk to you later.